Okay, I got my coffee cup. Hold on. Hey, this this is a shout out to one of my followers. His name's Evil Rick. He's an older fellow. I think he lives in the States. I've been watching his YouTube channel, guys. He's always bragging about how much coffee he's got to drink, and not bragging, but he just says it in his videos. And he's always got this big coffee mug. He's always refilling his coffee, having breaks. He's an older fellow. I don't know how old he is, but I don't know if he even knows yet that I've been watching his videos. They're pretty good, guys. I think he used to do wood carving when he was younger. Like, he's got this video where he carved out this chain out of wood, then he carved those little blocks with the balls in it that are loose in the wood block. But he did that when he was younger. He whittled it, but I think he just recently purchased some Dremels and stuff like that. Now he's doing some wood spirits, and for the last couple days I've watched most of his videos. He likes starting fires, like just with flint and stuff like that. But I think you guys should check out his channel. He doesn't even know that I'm giving him the shout out. He doesn't even know that I've watched his videos yet, I don't think. But yeah, hold on, let me have another sip of my coffee here. You gotta enjoy your coffee, Rick. So description to his channel will be listed below, or just type in Evil Rick. I like his channel so much because it's pretty mellow. It's just him. He lives on a lake or something, or I don't know if it's his cabin, but he just sits there and lights fires and talks, and it's just I find it pretty relaxing and funny too. Like, some parts of his video last night was just having me cracking up. I didn't ask him for permission to show clips, but I'm going to show you a clip of his video right now that kind of totally reminds of myself when I'm going to be that age too. So I don't know how old he is, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, I gotta get carving this cane. Enjoy your coffee. Enjoy your coffee. So this video, I'm not going to be doing too much talking because this is my least favorite carving to do. Okay, this is a cane. I believe this is ash wood. It's just a big dowel I bought from Home Depot. I tried to find some oak, but the store that I went to get the oak from was closed. So I'm going to put my phone on the my tripod thing now to film, and I'm going to show you how I attach the handle. Okay, this is all from the same piece of wood, guys. Okay, so I'll get it all hooked up. Okay, so my friend at work contact, I've carved maybe like 3 or 4 of these canes. Pete usually helps me with this, but I've done all this myself. I just use his guidance to figure out how to do it myself. I can't keep bugging him for stupid little things like this. Well, it's not stupid, but it's like I'm going to be negative when I'm making this carving because I'm not, I don't like doing the canes, guys. So my buddy at work, he's helped me out a lot, like just with my anxiety, being a good friend and stuff like that, and he's my best friend down at work. And he got a hold of me to ask me where the hell I've been at work, and then he told me that he needs a cane for his tattoo guy. He wants to give his tattoo guy a nice cane because he's got this, he's a big tall guy and he's using a shorter cane. So this thing's going to be 40 inches, okay? You know, I looked at it and made sure it was a pretty nice straight piece. So what I did here, put this handle, and this is a ready rod in here, okay? I don't know, yeah, so I got it so tight it screws in there, okay? But this comes out. So I put my drill press. You can just use a regular drill, guys. I drilled this hole up to about here. Okay? This goes in here. I'm not going to put it all the way back in. I'm going to epoxy it first, put a little bit of epoxy in there, and then I'm going to put this dowel in here. Okay? I'm going to ask my buddy Pete actually if I should drill the hole a bit bigger so more epoxy can fit in there first or not, or if it's better to have this tight. Is it better to have this tight for epoxy or a bit loose for epoxy? Okay? Then so what I did, I got this, put this on my drill press and used the Forester bit, okay? This is 1.1/8 stuff. So yeah, inch and a quarter. So I used the 1¼ Forester bit. So I got that nice round thing there, and it sits in the pocket pretty nice. Okay, so I also drilled the hole down here. And this thing will go in here too in epoxy. Okay, so you can see how that works. So you guys, again, this is ready rod that I used because it will grip the epoxy good, all the rings, right? If you just use a wood rod or something. This is a piece of steel, guys, it's not going to snap. If anything's going to snap, it's going to be this wood. Okay, so let me get on with carving. I'm going to carve an eagle head on this handle. Okay? And I'll end up doing a wood spirit on here. Of course, guys, I got to do one of my wood spirits twisting around the wood, maybe a couple skulls. I'll see how much time I have, like my ghost skulls that I do. But so, when you do an eagle head on a cane, this thing's going to be used every day and tossed around and thrown against a wall, and it's going to fall down and stuff like that. So the beak's not going to be very thin, you know what I mean? The beak's going to be, I'm going to leave the beak thick. So it's not gonna, I'm not gonna try and make it look like a real, my eagles are different anyways. They're more kind of like native style eagles. But anyways, guys, so let me get started on this and see how it looks when we're done. And guys, in this video, I'm gonna be using my Kutzall burs, okay? A few different types. But just go to the description below, look up Kutzall, use the code CFusion to save yourself 5%. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so you can see here, he got his beak. I left his beak thick, right? I'll probably end up carving it down a bit thinner here. But you see his eyes are going to be right in here. Okay? See his eye there? Wherever I decide to put it. So when you guys are doing a carving like this, so you want everything to be the same on both sides, when you're carving this, always just step back and look at the top too, right? So you can see that everything's aligned, kind of. And look at the bottom too, right? So let's see how this is going to fit on the... Oh. Okay, well, I don't really need to be doing this. It's kind of a waste of time. But I just kind of see how it mocks up. God, I should make this hole a little bit bigger. Okay, so there. See how that works? You know, when he's gripping it. This guy's a big man, so this cane's going to be 40 inches tall. So this is a pretty big handle on here, okay? So he'll hold it like this. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to carve this down. I'm going to leave a nub on the back for his hand to grip, you know what I mean? So when he puts his hand here, he's got a little nub there to hold it so it doesn't slide around that much. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay. Yep. Okay, guys. So you kind of see the eagle head there. So I know his bottom lip's a little bit big, but that's okay. It's just supposed to look like an eagle. Or whatever kind of bird you want it to be. But you see what I mean? That's kind of my eagle. I have to make this bulkier and thicker here. So if he drops it, it's not going to bust off. Okay? So that's just roughed out right now anyways, guys. So I want to say something too. When I did this whole eagle carving, I'd say this is about 20 minutes worth of carving for me, guys. So, but... You know, but when I did this carving, I left this line on here, this pen line here, so it goes on there, and it fits on there, you know what I mean? So once I get this set in place good, it's still snug in there, so I didn't carve on the eagle, so if I carved like the underneath the beak here, it wouldn't sit snug in there anymore, right? So that's why I drew that line on there. So if you guys want to make a cane, I just kind of draw that line on there so you know where it's going to sit into the piece. Like I said, I'm not a fan of making canes, goddamn canes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just put some quick eagle feathers on here, I guess. I'll use this, what's it called, aluminum working burr, guys. You can buy these on eBay, packs of 10 for like 20 bucks, free shipping. So this is an aluminum cutting burr. And I'm going to do it on edge. I know I repeat myself, guys, but sometimes there's some brand new carvers that are just going to watch this video, right? So, but you just cut it on edge. Okay? Okay, guys. So the eagle head's on there. Like I said, guys, it has to be thick, so you can't make it look exactly like an eagle head or it will break. So, you know, you see how up here where it wraps up the sides? Like right there. You can see it doesn't sit too flush there or on this side. After this is epoxied and stuff like that and put together and the epoxy's dry, that's when I'll carve this down lower, right? So the epoxy will be in there too. So the epoxy will just kind of blend it in so you won't see gaps in there. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes for like something like this, simpler is better, in my opinion. Everything's always my opinion, guys. That's it. Just my opinion. And you know another thing, when you're doing little carvings like this too, people think, oh, it's just such a little carving. You can do it so quick. Well, actually, no, pal. I can't do it so quick because I got to use smaller carving burrs for the details. You know, it's to do eagle head this big with a chainsaw, then to do it with this, I can do them in the same amount of time because different burrs, smaller piece, smaller burrs, right? Smaller piece doesn't mean it's going to go faster, if that makes sense to you. So remember that when you're doing your carvings too, guys. Okay, so now on with that. 1, 2, 3, typical Johnson wood spirit. Right down here, draw your center line, and this beard's gonna be wrapping around. Okay, so I'll take this off, and that's my next step, is to put the wood spirit on the cane. Wood spirit on the cane. Yep. Okay, guys, I just want to say something here quickly. So when you got a mustache and it's going all the way down like this, see how it's going around? There's so many different lines, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different lines. Just continue your cut all the way down till the end of that line for each line. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get confused and you might carve into the mustache, right? So carve on the outside of your lines all the way down to the bottom of the mustache, which is right there. Same with your drawing it. Draw it continuously. Okay? So this isn't going to be too much of a deep carving because you don't want to degrade the strength of the cane, right? So this is going to be a shallow carving. But anyways, on with carving. Okay, so this is what we got done with the cane so far, okay? Got your wood spirit in there, put some hair up there, twist it around, and his beard's all twisted around. I don't have the beard hairs cut in yet, like with my little whatever bit. So when I finished this part, I sent Buddy a little video through WhatsApp, and he's like, "Oh wow, whoa, 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 blah, blah, blah. Can you carve me another wood spirit in the back so people can see it when he's walking?" I said, yeah, you know, yeah, okay, fuck. So I did. I drew another one in there. So I'm going to carve this out quick, guys. I won't film it. But, you know, like, maybe don't send people pictures of your pieces that you're making for them as you go, because they're always going to want to add more, and they don't realize all the time and work that you put into something like this. Fuck. Okay, pardon my language. Okay, so I think everything's going on point with this carving. Okay? So you can see I got everything flowing this way. You know, you guys try and make your things flow, right? So his bottom beard is not going to be that long. It's just going to be a mustache. It's going to be down to here, right? So it comes out and starts turning at the front of the face. But there's as I've watched you guys' videos and pictures, there's a thing I think I need to correct, because I've been seeing, you know, when you guys are using this bit, this is an aluminum cutter or metal cutter or metal working burrs that you get from China for 10, 20 bucks for a set of 10. You know, when you guys are using this on edge like this, you know what I mean, to cut in your little hairs, slow down. Like, so in some of my videos you see me going super quick. Slow down and put some deeper cuts in there and some higher cuts in there, and don't just be, you know what I mean? Slow down and let this bird do its work. Okay, don't rush it as much as I've said before. You know, so I gotta use this all the way down here, all the way down here, and in here, and here, and then in here, everywhere. So I'm gonna do a real time, I'm not gonna make it faster or slower, how fast I do my beard hairs. I'm gonna do it in the open spot. Let's see where I'll do it. I'll do it in an open spot so you can see the speed I do it at, and I'll show you the depth I take it. I take some deeper depths and some higher depths. Gives it a different effect, guys. Okay, not just quickly blasting over the thing to make it look thin, right? I seen there's no insults here, but I seen it kind of happen on Evil Rick's one of his wood spirits. But it looked great, Rick. I love that wood spirit, but I just seen you kind of, and this is my opinion too, Rick. I hope you're not offended. But I see you kind of just going a little bit too fast. If you slow it down and you're using a metal working one, okay? If you get these aluminum cutters, it will do much. I'm trying to find a metal working one here. Hold on. Okay, so this is the metal. See how small those flutes are and they're cross cut? This is the metalworking burr. Sorry guys, kind of dirty. This is the metalworking one. This is the aluminum working one. So this is more aggressive. It's got the cutters on the back too. You see those cutters there on the face? This is the round one, but so anyways, you guys get my point. More aggressive, less aggressive. Okay, bye. Okay, so I think we're on point with this carving. I'm not a fan of carving this white wood. It makes a friggin' mess, but whatever. It is what it is. I put some other lines down here too, just to liven up the cane a bit. You know, you can only do so much, guys. And it doesn't have to be perfect, in my opinion. It's just a cane. It's going to get knocked around and bashed up. So at this point, I'm going to take this head out of here. Okay. And I'm going to put epoxy in there. And epoxy inside this hole. Put it on there. Let the epoxy dry. Then I'm going to stain it. And then I'm going to sand it. So let's see what... I think I'm going to use poly shade for the stain again. Not the black stuff. This stuff is royal walnut. So I hope it goes dark enough. Okay, so let's let me get epoxy this in here. Okay, so the epoxy's dry now. There's a little gap in there, no big deal. Okay, so now is when I cut the cane to length and sand this bottom down so the bottom foot will fit around it. One of those rubber toe things. So I got to cut it to length now. Put the bottom foot on it. Get the bottom foot ready to go on it. And before I stain it, I'm going to clean up here. You know what I mean? Like, see this? It's out there. I'm going to clean it all up, carve it out. And clean up the whole piece before I do the sanding. Okay guys, so I just came over to Pete's shop here. He helped me fit this bottom on. We just sanded it out and put it on. So everything's ready to go. I still got to clean up around here a bit more. But I just wanted to take a second about talk about all this wood that Pete won at an auction. I'm not going to say how much he won the wood for, but he likes doing auctions and buying and selling tools and stuff like that. But you got some, I think this is gum wood right here. So that's what he's selling it for, 80 bucks. It's a long piece of wood. He's got, there's lots of teak. This is all teak here. These pieces. He's given me a couple to carve. These are all oak, old oak, god damn it, old oak floorboards. And what else has he got? He's got, but he's also, yeah, so this is all, those are teak boards there. You know, that stuff's really expensive, guys. These are all oak, white oak, he thinks there. There might be some teak in here. This is a nice piece of cedar he got too. It's quilted. It might be hard to see in the video, but he's selling it to my buddy Rob. He's a native carver, so maybe hey he can do something with this or make a box of it. But it's really quilted. If you can't see really in the, because he says he hasn't really seen too much cedar that's quilted. Quilted means it goes like this when you sand it real nice. It looks like it's doing that and it's shiny. But look what he gave me here too. This is mahogany. He said it's Hungarian mahogany. He says in his opinion this stuff is the best there is, and it's really hard to come by now because they don't they won't ship it because like the rainforest, because thieves in the rainforest or something like that. But I'm going to be carving, we cut these up, these little triangle pieces. I'm going to be cutting some wood spirits on one of my videos of this mahogany. And he also, I bought a nice big thick piece of teak off him like this. Carve some wood spirits or whatever I carve on it, you know what I mean? And I also got a nice big piece of gum wood like this. This is gum wood here. But the piece that he gave me has paint on it, so all I'll have to do is just get my Kutzall bit on my grinder and take the paint off quick. So he doesn't want to be in this video, so you guys keep your eyes open for secondhand wood too, right? Like, you got a super smoking deal on this stuff, and some of the stuff you can't even buy in Canada here anymore. You know what I mean? So look forward to carving some little mahogany wood spirit videos, guys. Okay guys, so I got it sanded up as much as I wanted to sand it, okay? So I got to sand it after I sand the high points again, after I apply the Minwax Poly Shade. There's your second spirit. Ugh. Okay, so I got this extra little piece, so I'm thinking about doing the handle black and the base this royal walnut color. So I'm going to try on this piece here. I'm going to put black on one side and brown walnut on the other side and see how it turns out before I attempt to treat this or whatever. Mix up your stuff good, guys. Once again, Johnson Carving Fusion paint mixer. I think this might end up being a long video, so I better hurry up, Rick. Okay, I just use these dollar store things. So let's try the brown first. Well, that's not mixed up very good. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, it mixed up a bit better. Let's try this. It's a bit darker. So I can see right now this isn't very dark. So I don't know how well that's going to work for me. Not dark enough. Okay, so let's try the black. And you guys remember, I don't know how porous this ash wood is because I've never really carved it, or whatever kind of wood it is, because I've never really carved it. So if this stuff's thicker, right? If this stuff doesn't really bleed into the wood too good, like it did for that Kyle Hall bear project I carved, that would just sucked in all this stuff. If it doesn't work too good, I might just have to use thinner stain. So let's see how the black turned out. Okay, so the black's a lot darker. I know if you leave it on there, guys, it lasts, it absorbs into the wood more. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to use this polyshade stuff. I think I'm going to use my regular provincial stain. So I'll be back. Okay, again, I've changed my mind. I'm going to use this polyshade. This color is called Espresso, okay? Because I want this to dry fast, guys. I don't have time to let for a week or two for the regular stuff. Let's see how it goes on, guys. Nice and dark. Yep. Wow. Is that good enough for me? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, screw it. We're just going to do it. Had enough of this messing around stuff. Okay, guys, so I'll finish this. So once this stuff's dry, guys, and I sand my high points because of it, you'll see the effect it does. So I'm going to finish putting this on, let it dry for a couple hours. And then I'll talk to you when I'm done before I sand it. Okay, guys, so I got all the stain on, or whatever it's called. You can see there. I used the black color near the bottom, so it kind of gives it two different colors. So I know it's hard for you guys to see in this video. Okay, so but what I'm going to do now is, this stuff's pretty well almost dry. I'm going to run around with tips and use this little flap sanders after I make a new one. And give it some highlights, you know what I mean? It will make the high points brighter and the low points darker. Sign it. There you go, bud. Your cane's done. I really like the way that color, that espresso and black, I mixed them up both. This piece kind of looks like bone. So, but buddy, I don't know ya. I've never met you who's getting this cane. If you watch this video, I hope you like it. It's a good gift from your friend, and I put a lot of work into it. Hope it helps you walking. 40 inches, you got to be a tall son of a gun.